The truly dangerous individuals in our lives don't wear their malice on their sleeve. They mask it behind carefully constructed facades. And there are three hidden psychological tales that, once understood, become impossible to ignore. The first, and perhaps most disarming, sign of a dangerous person is their uncanny ability to create an intense, almost overwhelming sense of immediate connection. Think of it as a psychological love bomb, not just in romance, but in friendships, professional relationships, even casual encounters. This isn't genuine warmth. It's a meticulously crafted illusion of intimacy, designed to bypass your natural defenses. They might mirror your interests with startling accuracy, claim a shared soulmate experience within hours, or shower you with praise and attention that feels incredibly validating, almost too good to be true. Remember the story of Anna, who met a new mentor at a conference. Within a single evening, he seemed to understand her deepest ambitions, her fears, even her quirky sense of humor. He promised unparalleled support, exclusive introductions, and made her feel uniquely seen. Anna, flattered and vulnerable, shared sensitive personal details, believing she'd found an instant ally. But this rapid bond served a darker purpose. It was an extraction tactic, gathering information, building trust that would later be leveraged. The danger here isn't the connection itself, but its speed and disproportionate intensity. Normal, healthy relationships build over time. This immediate deep dive is a red flag signaling an agenda. What happens when that initial charm begins to show cracks? This leads us to the second subtle indicator, a profound lack of genuine emotional reciprocity, often disguised by performative empathy. A dangerous person might talk about feelings eloquently, describe them in abstract terms, or even cry on cue, but their actions rarely align with authentic emotional concern. Imagine Mark, whose longtime friend Alex would offer incredibly thoughtful advice during Mark's crises, even express deep sorrow for his struggles. Yet, when Mark needed practical help, a ride to the hospital, support after a job loss, Alex was consistently unavailable, always with a perfectly plausible yet ultimately self-serving excuse. This isn't just about being busy. It's about a consistent pattern where their emotional contributions are purely verbal, designed to maintain their image or control the narrative, without any real investment of self. Their empathy is a tool, not a feeling. It's a performance designed to keep you emotionally invested while they expend minimal real effort. Do they listen more to respond or to understand? Do they offer comfort or merely an echo of your own distress? Watch for the chasm between their proclaimed emotional depth and their actual capacity for supportive action. And perhaps the most insidious sign of all, one that erodes your very sense of reality, is their mastery of subtle reality distortion, often known as gaslighting. This isn't just lying. It's a systematic effort to make you doubt your own perceptions, memories, and sanity. Consider Emily's experience with her new partner, David. He would consistently deny things he'd said moments earlier, twist her words, or accuse her of being too sensitive or imagining things whenever she confronted him about his behavior. "I never said that, you're making it up," he'd claim, even about events she remembered vividly. Or, "You're always so emotional, you blow everything out of proportion." Initially, Emily dismissed it, believing she might indeed be forgetful or overreactive. But over time, she felt constantly confused, questioning her judgment, and increasingly isolated. The true danger here is the deliberate erosion of your cognitive autonomy. They dismantle your internal compass, leaving you vulnerable and dependent on their version of events.
If someone consistently makes you question your own memory or emotional responses, you are not the problem. Your reality is under attack. Recognizing these three hidden signs, the lightning-fast, disproportionate connection, the eloquent yet performative lack of emotional reciprocity, and the insidious distortion of your reality, is not about living in fear, but about reclaiming your psychological territory. Your internal alarm system, your gut instinct, is your most powerful defense against those who would exploit your trust. Learning to trust that instinct, especially when something feels off despite a charming facade, is the first step in protecting yourself from the subtle yet devastating impact of a truly dangerous person. Your sanity, your well-being, and your autonomy depend on it.